I'm Bret Dale, local Quad Cities musician. We're here for another episode of Favorite Finds by KALA at Ragged Records and Trash Can Annie's. So let's go find some of our favorites. I could barely sleep last night. I was so excited to do this. This series is so cool, and all the people had amazing selections, and they're all so personal. Look at this. American legend, Cher. Yes, please. Bob's been taking care of me since 2010, and the first album I ever bought from him, I took it home and it had a huge scratch in the center of it, and it just blipped, and I came back with my head down today, and he looked at me and he was just like, go find another vinyl, man. We're gonna start with some blues. For all you kids just wanting a musical education out there, a groove. Pick yourself up some Taj Mahal. And it's a good place to start. There we go. Hot Shots. Take track 1, Don't Take Advantage of Me. It's one of the funkiest backbeat Chicago grooves you'll ever hear. They even use this on the soundtrack of Sons of Anarchy, which is pretty funny because it just makes you feel good. You immediately want to dance, but you also want to run through a brick wall at the same time. There's nothing stronger than a Chicago blues shuffle, and Lonnie Brooks is a 1%er. This guy's voice and his guitar playing. It's like when you hear B.B. King and he's playing guitar, it gives you goosebumps and it stops you in your tracks, and he does it with one note at a time. And then all of a sudden he opens up his voice and he sings, and it just puts you in your place and it makes everything disappear. Lonnie Brooks is that. He's a 1%er. It's funny, the first album I found, I'm taking this home with me. Lonnie Brooks. It's going right into the satchel. We gotta give it up to the band, the myth, the legends, Slave, hands down. If you like deep, deep 70s funk, this is where it's at right here. I mean, one of their tunes is called Dancing in the Key of Life. And it's true, these guys will get you dancing. We're just gonna make an audible and go Slave, number 2, right here, into the basket, done deal. Yes, this is one of the greatest pieces of music I think I've ever listened to. Unlike my female Mount Rushmore, right? It's infinite, it goes on forever. And it's like, who do you choose first? You just really can't. Like Mavis Staples is definitely up there for me. The warmth of her voice just does so much. But it comes down to somebody like Aretha. And of course, I mean, look at all these albums, just Lady Soul. They're all incredible. Oh my gosh, if you haven't heard Sparkle, like immediately pause this, go listen to Sparkle, and then come back and find this right here at Ragged Records. Come in and buy this immediately. A live recording of Aretha with Reverend James Cleveland and the Southern California Community Choir. And it's the most jaw-dropping thing you've ever heard. Doesn't matter what type of music you listen to. It's just some of the best music I've ever heard in my life. And it's an emotional roller coaster, and the world stops. And we could walk out of the store right now, and this would be it. So we're gonna go Amazing Grace by Aretha Franklin, hands down. Man. I don't know about you guys, but I'm having fun, and I'm grateful to be here. This is so great. What's also great about the Quad Cities is the original artistry that happens in this town is unbelievable. Just Einstein's sister, you know, you got my man, Can't Regret, Crash. I know you guys had Louis Knudsen do one of these episodes, and his album, Louis Canoe, is unbelievable. Like, this is unbelievable, Louis. All right, let's see. They're blowing it up. Lady Green in here. This is an album I think we all need. Let's do it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put this in there too, but it's not gonna count towards my 5. Cassette tape, Running Man. The best. Do you wanna go for a walk in the park? There was something about the blues that really affected me when I was young. One of my first memories is watching the Blues Brothers on VHS at my grandmother's house in Lake Ozark, Missouri, where I grew up, over and over and over and over again. And maybe through some sort of just osmosis gift of the universe that's given me soul and blues and country through the best artists, right? Through the focus of the Chicago lens, I think shot me on a trajectory for the rest of my life. This is B.B. King's Completely Well, my favorite blues album of all time. It was at a time where B.B. King, he was playing the country's largest rock and roll festivals with his big orchestra band. There's a producer that came to him, but he was like, "BB, I'm gonna make you a deal. I want you to make an album with your band and then trust me and make an album with the band that I'm gonna provide you." And it was the one that preceded this. And it's called Live and Well. And the side A is BB's big band, and it's swinging and it's slamming and it swings really hard. But then he got these young kids. The majority of them were white, which is just funny at the time. And BB thought he was crazy. And they made this album, and it ended up being one of the most funky, just down-home albums you could ever listen to. And in my mind, it changed the trajectory of where the blues went, and it incorporated all of the music that was happening at the time. And that's why we have just a conglomerate of so many genres all in one, wrapped up in one of the types of music that they say created American music, the blues. So ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Completely Well by B.B. King. It's my last selection. Man, what a score today. Holy diver. Oh yeah, and look what I found. Bonus. Maybe we should talk about this outfit for a second. So Laura picked out a dandy for me today, and I decided to wear it the whole time because it makes me feel good, it makes me look good, and it just feels good. This is a 1970s blue suede jacket, and I tell you what, Laura has done it again. Ladies and gentlemen, feast your eyes on what she can do for you, because it takes a lot to make this guy look decent, let alone this good. So I appreciate you, Laura. Bob, thank you for everything that you guys do. This community would not be what it is without you guys. You're a bedrock of what we all need. And it's just humility and humanity and friends and family. So thank you so much for what you guys provide us. I'm grateful to be here. Thank you so much to KALA. And maybe we should get spinning, right?